Hey, how's it going? I'm Terry. I'm the pastor of First Baptist Church of Plano, Illinois, and I'm coming to you live from my bedroom. Yes, this is the morning edition of Through the Week, our Tuesday edition to this. And I'm going to take my glasses off. My daughter told me that I shouldn't wear them because there's too much glare, and well, I understand that, but there's the kind of the give and take whether I want to see or whether I want to look good. Well, I look good anyway, so let's go ahead and continue on with what we got going on for today. Today we're going to talk again through the Sermon on the Mount and what Jesus had to say about the way that we should live with each other. So let's take a look at what Jesus has to say. Matthew 6:1 says, "Be careful not to do good works in front of others. Don't let them don't do them to be seen by others. If you do, your Father in heaven will not reward you." Wow. If you do them in front of people to be seen by them, then your Father in heaven won't reward you. Now, that's a bummer, since we're supposed to do good works. According to James, that's something that we're supposed to do all the time. We're supposed to do good works. Faith plus works, right? But wow, if you do them so that you can be seen by people, it doesn't count. There's another addition to that little noise. And let's face it, who likes that anyways, right? Well, Jesus goes on to talk about why. So let's take a look at that too. Matthew 6:2 says, "When you give to needy people, do not announce it by having trumpets blown. Do not be like those who only pretend to be holy. They announce what they do in the synagogues and on the streets, and they want to be honored by others." What I'm about to tell you is true. They've received their complete reward. They received their complete reward. How many times have you been with someone, or you've been out to dinner or out, having fun, and someone's talking about all of the stuff they do, the things that they do for other people, or it may just be all of the stuff they do at work. I do this and I do that, and nobody else can ever do anything that is more magnanimous or greater than what I do, and I make sure that everybody else is okay, and da 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 da. And, you know, all that's well and good, and every bit of what that person says may be the truth, okay? But the point is this: if you do this just so you can be seen by other people or acknowledged by other people, then you've got everything you wanted. You'll get no other gifts. There'll be no blessings. There'll be no more things from God, because you've already gotten your pay. You've already received the rewards for everything that you do. True story. Way back when, as a matter of fact, it was in the last century, that Kathy and I were in seminary, and a tornado ran through our town. It tore up the entire town. As a matter of fact, our street was the only street in blocks that wasn't totally demolished. Well, if that wasn't enough, soon came the rains, and our street had about 2 feet of water in it. It totally flooded. Fortunately, it didn't come up into our house because we were higher up, but we were supposed to be evacuated. The tornado plus the rains created an unhealthy situation, and everybody was evacuated, and our street was one of those evacuation sites. So this family that we knew, some folks that we knew from church, they decided that they were going to take us in. And we were so grateful. Kathy just had a baby, and we had two other little kids at the time, so we had three kids running around. And these folks had a nice big house, and they were just truly grateful. Or we were truly grateful to them. So we got put up in the basement, and that was pretty cool. We had our own spot. But Kathy would tell me, she said, we went to the grocery store and they purchased for us some, things that we needed that we didn't have. And then so and so would say to the cashier, "Oh, I'm buying this." I said, "We're putting them up because they're homeless, and so we're taking them in." To the cash register. And all the people heard them all around, and Kathy was totally embarrassed. But this just didn't happen once. It happened several times. Almost every time the two of them were out and about together, and including in church, uh, this person would mention the fact that we were homeless, which we weren't. We were just displaced, but we were homeless and they were taking us in. Well, the funny thing was is that there was a duct, part of the heating and air conditioning system that ran into our room, and it wasn't covered up or sealed or anything like that. And we could hear them talking in their bedroom. What she was showing to the public and what she was talking about with her husband they were starkly different, I'm going to say. My point in sharing this story is that whatever that individual gained, that's all they're going to gain. All of the wonderful things they did, and they did wonderful things for us. Took us in, we ate with them, and we had to spend, I think we spent close to a week because of everything that was shut down. And they were really, really great, with the exception of that one thing. But all of what she did was for naught. She was making out like she was this wonderful Christian. And whatever she was to gain, whatever blessings she was to get, she got them every time she opened her mouth and told how we were homeless and how she was the one that was saving us. And actually, she even used that word once, that they were saving us. They're not going to get anything from God. If you truly want to be a giving person and a benevolent person, give. Don't talk about it. Don't accept anything back. I've got a fella that I know. He keeps an average of about $500 in a separate bank account, merely so that he can give and never expect anything in return. He keeps this account and has kept this account for some 50, 60 years. And I actually have been the recipient of this account. But he never asks for money back. He never tells anybody he's doing anything. The only reason I know about it is because I was a recipient of this blessing. When you give out of a pure heart. Give because it's something that you want to do and believe that it's in the best interest of that other individual. Give because you have faith in God and desire to honor God by honoring this individual with whatever it is that you're about to do for them or give to them. But don't tell people about it. Don't expect anything back in return. And don't lord it over them. I like that word, lord. Don't hold it over their heads. You remember when I did this for you? Oh, no, man, I wanted to. That's cool. No, I'm not asking you to help me out with this thing. Don't hold it over other people's heads. Just do it because it's the right thing to do. It's the good thing to do. And it's the thing that will bring honor to Jesus. Let's face it, folks. Nobody enjoys someone who's petty about any given thing. So don't be petty yourself. Don't be a hypocrite, but be one who gives out of the joy of loving. Well, that's about it for me. I'm out of here. Talk to y'all later, okay? Bye.